those two words together. Surely any discriminations are bad is bad. That's the whole word, discrimination. So how can you have positive discrimination? So if a darker colour person than me goes to court for, I don't know, let's just say shoplifting or car theft, mugging, shooting, the whole lot, murder, they're going to probably get a lesser sentence than me because they have a different pigment on their skin. I thought the law was supposed to be colourblind. So it doesn't matter who you are, what you are, it's depending on the crime that you've done and the circumstances of the crime. But where does that come in with skin colour? How can any society bring that law in? It's still a discrimination. It's sick, it's stupid. But we seem to be carrying this on with International Women's Day, Black Month for America. Now, if you've got a different colour skin, you're going to be treated more leniently in the British courts. What's next? Seriously. Is this just society saying, we hate men? Is this what it is? And actually even worse, we hate white men. Because white men are so bad. We're so evil. We're so cruel. Every race, whether you're talking about Nigerian, Jamaican, West Indian, Indian, English, Australian, German, right across the world, you have your good parts and you have your bad parts. Some men are complete arseholes and total tossers, and some women are exactly the same. Some black people are total arseholes and tossers, and some white people are the same. So whether it's a gender or whether it's a race, it's all the same shit. But yet they still come out with these policies and these... It makes me so annoyed. It really pisses me off. You see, the feminists want equality, but they don't want equality. Because if they were talking about the pensions, why is it that men have to wait longer with their pensions than women do? Can you see them protesting about that? Because I know I haven't seen a protest about that. Do you know that men, generally, we commit much more suicides than females? We are more likely to die young than women. But yet women tend to have it worse than men. I don't get it. Men generally do more of the D&D work, the dirty and dangerous jobs. Generally I'm talking about. So I reckon it must be about 80% are men that do this kind of work and 20% of women do it. Men are more likely to die, men are more likely to commit suicide, they're more likely to do D&D work. But feminism third wave is a good thing. And let's talk about this feminism third wave. Feminism third wave that marched in America, I think it was just after the presidential election, the Women's March. And they marched with signs with burqas. I think it was the American flag on an Asian lady over her head, and they're marching with that. The symbol, that symbol alone is so bad for the freedom of women in general. Do they really think that women in the East, whether you're looking at Saudi Arabia or any of those Eastern countries, do you really believe that a good majority of them want to wear that? They get forced to wear it, otherwise they get beaten and stoned. Over in those countries, they class women as half of whatever a man is. If a woman gets raped and she wants to get that guy prosecuted, she has to have 4 men say that they saw that man rape her. Also, in some of those countries, she could be stoned or killed because she got raped. And these so-called feminists had a board up with an Asian lady, I think it was an Asian lady, with a burqa around their head, which was the American flag. There's something severely wrong in our society. I'm talking about Western society as a whole. If you just look at the world and what's actually happening, take, for instance, the refugee crisis, the stuff that's going on in Sweden, and it is proven that women are getting raped. The stuff that's going on in Germany, women are getting raped, much more rapes than usual, much more. People have, the refugees are causing riots, smashing up people's cars, smashing up people's properties, beating people up. But the so-called media, the mass media, don't want to talk about that. They don't broadcast that. The European Union has already put out a policy to tell the media not to actually talk about it. But yet people still want to be inside the EU, even though they're doing these stupid policies. To me, it doesn't make any sense. But it's a certain kind of person that can really believe that the only way that they could get anything in life is by someone else giving it to them. And that's what the likes of, for instance, the Labour Party in England and the Democrats in America want. See, the way that they get your votes is by making out as if you're a victim and you can't do any better than what you're doing in your life right now. And they say to you, what we're going to do is we're going to give you more stuff. We're going to give you money. We're going to give you housing. We're going to pay for your bills. We're going to pay for your clothes. Because you are entitled to it. And also you're entitled to it because 400 or 500 years ago, your families were slaves. So you're entitled to this. The white man, I love the way they say this, the white man has to give this to you. See, I'm 99.99% sure that none of my family were slave owners. I had anything to do with the slave trade. But under their thinking, because I'm a white man, I should be giving them, the black community, something. I should have some sort of white guilt. That's another thing. Oh, I'm a privileged white person. The world is to cock. It really is. The only saving grace at this present moment is with the likes of Brexit, with the likes of Donald Trump becoming president of the United States of America. Things slowly are going to start to change. The revolution is continually happening. In the UK, we've had the House of Lords, the unelected chamber, decide to go against the will of the people yet again. But we will win because they can't carry on doing this. And they're totally aware of it. They can see the change happening and they're scared. And that's why they're making these stupid amendments, or trying to put amendments through for our Brexit bill. But you tell me what you think of what's going on in the world. International Women's Day, why? Black Month, why? White Pride, white guilt, why? It's total crap. Absolute bloody crap. I like to finish off by just saying welcome to my new subscribers. Thank you very much. If there's anything that you want to comment, then please feel free to do so. Otherwise, subscribe at the bottom. Oh, but I just realised I ain't got no light in here, so my apologies. But then again, you won't be seeing my face